Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lies official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. John discovers Brady packing Rachel's belongings in preparation for her permanent relocation to Kristen's. Brady talks about how unfair everything is. John reveals that he knows Brady purchased a car online with an out-of-state registration in order to sneak his daughter out of town at night. Brady tries to dispute it, but John reveals that his Wi-Fi is so advanced that it alerts him when there is strange online activity within the apartment. Having an automobile moved from Texas to Salem also qualifies. He cautions that Kristen's limitless resources will drive him to constantly glance over his shoulder. It's no life for a little girl, and Rachel will detest him for it one day. Brady is aware that it will be difficult, but he cannot allow Kristen to turn Rachel against them. John encourages him to remain and fight. EJ happily informs Kristen that he and Nicole are engaged in the dimmer living room. Kristen thinks it pales in comparison to the fact that Rachel is moving in with her permanently. EJ congratulates her since he understands how difficult it is to be separated from a child. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, he corrects himself. In fact, I would. I would never wish it on my own sister. He's also pleased that she outwitted that sanctimonious bastard in his own game. Stephanie and Alex run into each other in the corridor of their apartment building. When she tries to make small talk, he flashes to Chad and orders him to get away from her. Alex leaves abruptly. Stephanie walks into her apartment to see Chad and the kids making cards for their niece Rachel. On the first night in her new house, they're having a sleepover. When Thomas and Charlotte leave to fetch their belongings, Stephanie states that Alex simply ignored her. Do you know why? Chad pretends to be unaware. Stephanie receives a message asking her to propose a marketing plan for a new enterprise. It'd be a significant account to land. Chad persuades her to go. Stephanie describes him as an understanding and wonderful boyfriend. Rafe regales Jada with Lady Whistleblower's newest rumor at the pub. She'd rather discuss Rawlings' decision to hire Sean. Rafe understands that no one wants to hear him complain, but she encourages him to be open about his emotions. He acknowledges he despises it, but it would be bad regardless of who got the job. Jada is perplexed as to why Sean was chosen. Who else could they possibly give it to? Rafe inquires. How about me, she asks. Rafe believes she would make an excellent commissioner. In fact, why didn't Rawlings hire her? Jada has a thought. As a woman of color in a male-dominated sector, Jada had to witness another flawed white man march up and take the job she was qualified for. Sean was recently arrested for drinking on the job, she points out. Rafe goes on to say that she's been at the heart of their main investigations for the past 6 months. Jada sneers as Sean walks in to claim a sparkling new job and a gleaming new office. Looks like I'm not the only one who needed to vent, Rafe quips. She doesn't hold anything against Sean, but he happened to be in the right place at the right moment with the appropriate skin tone. Sean tells an astonished Belle that he is now the commissioner at his new office. He asks her whether she believes he should have walked away based on her reaction. She is concerned about his taking on this task because he is still reeling from what happened with Beau. He's afraid he'll start drinking again, but this challenge might be just what he needs to recover and start believing in himself again. She has more faith in him than anyone else. If he wants to do it, he'll be the greatest commissioner Brady ever. Sean embraces her. Belle's smile fades as she glances concernedly away. Kristen takes the kids to Rachel's room to show them the new bunk beds when Chad brings them to the Demura estate. Chad informs EJ that he followed his advice concerning Alex and that it is paying off. He doesn't like concealing things from Stephanie, but Alex will be gone soon, and she won't even notice. EJ smugly accepts credit. Kristen reappears, calling them cretins. This was something she anticipated from EJ, but she thought Chad was sharper than that. EJ isn't sure who she's offending more. Chad gestures to his brother. Kristen agrees. She is curious what will happen when Alex informs Stephanie that he has asked him to back off. Chad claims they have reached a gentleman's agreement. Kristen laughs. Alex meets with Yuri at small bar to talk about their collaboration. Yuri announces that he has invited an independent public relations specialist to meet them there. Stephanie walks in. Yuri wants Alex to be in charge of her participation on the project. Stephanie believes it will be fantastic, but Alex believes it will not be possible. He tries to use her employment for Titan as an excuse, but Yuri and Stephanie aren't convinced. When Stephanie persists, an uneasy Alex says, "Why don't you ask Chad?" Stephanie is perplexed as to what he has to do with this. Alex claims he is simply trying to do the right thing. Stephanie presses him until he admits Chad warned him not to approach her. Yuri offers resuming the conversation, but Stephanie storms out. Alex lets out a sigh. We had reached a gentleman's agreement. Back at the estate, Chad is concerned that Kristen is correct and that he has exacerbated the situation. If Stephanie discovers he went behind her back, when she finds out, Kristen says, he needs to deal with this before his entire life blows. After he's gone, EJ accuses Kristen of attempting to undermine their family. Kristen's spirits will not be dimmed. The only thing that matters is that Rachel is returning to her. Brady claims he's made up his mind at home. He declares his love for John and departs with Rachel's baggage. Jada tells Rafe in the pub that she's had her fill of venting, but she can't believe she's being forced to work for a drinker who put his father in a coma. Belle and Sean walk up to their table. Jada puts on a brave face. "Hey there, boss," she apologizes, but he thinks he should be the one to apologize. Rafe does not deserve this, he knows. He had nothing further to say. Rafe advises him to just try his best. Stephanie is pouring white wine as Chad arrives home. He wishes to converse. She does as well. She spits wine on his face. "You want to talk?" she scowls. "Sit the F*** down. I'll go first." Kristen is furious at Brady for being late with Rachel at the estate. EJ considers taking Rachel and fleeing. It's something she'd do, she acknowledges and calls herself Belle. She cries that Belle's client kidnapped Rachel and fled. She will not tolerate it. "Mommy," cries Rachel from the doorway. Brady stands firm behind her. As Brady glowers, Rachel rushes to Kristen's arms. Next on Days of Our Lives, Stephanie calls Chad out, and Rex has a proposal for Sarah. Days of Our Lives is now only available on Peacock. Subscribe to Peacock to ensure you never miss an episode. Please keep in mind that if you buy something after clicking on a link in this story, we may gain a small commission on the sale. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.